As kids head back to school, drivers will be subject to longer school zone speed limits in New Westminster. The provincial default for 30 km/h school zones is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays. New West is now joining its neighbor Burnaby, making them 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
The motivation is just to make our roads safer. We hear a lot from the community about concern about pedestrian safety, and we always want to make sure the areas around schools are the safest place for kids and for parents taking their kids to schools.
Johnstone says activity at schools doesn't end at 3 o'clock. There are extracurriculars and community groups using schools well into the evening. The mayor says the change is a step in the direction he wants the city to go, with traffic slowed in neighborhoods all over. But he says right now the province doesn't make it easy.
The way the legislation is written right now, if we want to create lots of 30 km/h zones, we're going to have to put up a lot of road signs, like hundreds of road signs. And it's cost prohibitive. It's also difficult in a lot of our public spaces to have a lot of signage. It just confuses drivers. It creates barriers.
The City of Vancouver recently passed a motion to reduce the speed limit to 30 km/h in 25 neighborhoods, to be phased in over 3 years. It requires signs at the entrances to each neighborhood, with a price tag of $230,000. Johnstone says New West is sort of trying to do the same thing, prioritizing busy commercial neighborhoods.
We know from studies that slower speeds greatly reduce the likelihood of injury or death.
Vision Zero Vancouver says New West's extended school zone hours are a good step, and slowing traffic on streets all over the city would help improve road safety everywhere.
Minor streets have people walking and playing regardless of whether there's a school there or not. I know people in every city, especially in New West, complain of unsafe street conditions, with people just speeding through.
Hall agrees with Johnstone. Changing the default speed on streets with no painted center lines across the province would be an easier fix than installing hundreds or thousands of signs. The Transportation Ministry failed to provide a comment by deadline that addressed the call to update the Motor Vehicle Act with slower default speeds. Rafferty Baker, CBC News, New Westminster.